Hey, breaking, exciting, positive news, because I'm ReviewTechUSA, and guess what? There's more bad news surrounding the Gerard the Completionist and his charity, the Open Hand Foundation. They're opening their hands, and they're taking your money, and it's going places, but probably not where it should be going. Oh boy. This makes him look really bad. Really, really bad. Are you looking at me? Stop. Don't look at me. Skip it up and that up. So it was in the middle of November that Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar, and Carl Jobst dropped a bomb that the Completionist charity, the Open Hand Foundation, which he opened because his mother passed away from dementia, was withholding the money that they were getting donations for. It was weird because it wasn't going anywhere, even though they said it was going to research facilities for dementia research, but it wasn't. It was just sitting in a bank account, and the only money that was used each year was kind of like maintenance and I guess to pay employees and crap like that. So it looked bad, but it was like, all right, he didn't steal the money. This is still really bad, but at least he's not pocketing it. Well, he might be. He might be, because there's money that is just poof, that's disappeared, and no one is no one is answering for it. Where did it go? Where did these handouts go? I almost forgot to mention this before we get into the other details. Initially, one of the places that Open Hand Foundation said they supported was the UCSF. They didn't give them a dime. Hey, we're supporting them so they could do dementia research, and they didn't get any money. The money was sitting in a bank account, which is real weird to say that you're giving the money to research foundations and you're not. It's like publicly available for people to see. Oh, hi, Rich from the future here. Don't mind my creaky mic stand. I forgot to mention this banger. It's kind of important just to make the Open Hand Foundation seem shadier. Is that Carl Jobs' initial video? They tried to file a privacy complaint against it to get it taken down, and YouTube denied it. That doesn't scream guilt at all, does it? Anyway, back to the video. If you thought that was shady and weird, now we're going to a whole new level. Now, one of the things that Open Hand hosts annually is a charitable golf tournament. And in these tournaments, they have sponsors. It's like Monster Energy, Coca-Cola, it doesn't matter. Like major corporations sponsor this golf tournament. And each of these sponsorship spots can go for anywhere from $750 to $10,000 each. And if you're wondering how much money they have made from this golf tournament, just from 2014 to 2017 alone, they made anywhere from $30,000 to $60,000 annually. So do the math. Like, that's a lot of money. So like Jobs said, they get this money for these golf tournaments, and it seems to go unanswered for and disappears. Like, just gone. Now, the thing is, when they had their indie land charities too, they would say the bits were going to be donations and everything like that, and those have gone unaccounted for anyway, because they would do these marathons on Twitch, and bits and donations that you would get through there, that would also go towards the Open Hand Foundation. And the only hands that seem to be opening, allegedly, is Gerard's and his charities. Again, those donations went nowhere. And what makes things worse is that for the tax filings for Open Hand, these golf tournaments, all of the insane amount of money they make from them just don't show up there. It's like that money just goes poof, doesn't exist. There's nothing to be had. Now, if you look at the tax filings from 2019 onward, they show the same exact issue or pattern. Almost all of the money that was raised can be attributed to the Indie Land events, and these golf tournaments, the money they get from there is just gone. You don't see it anywhere. You don't see it in a filing. It just kind of disappears. Where does it disappear to? This is what Carl Jobs had to say about that. Certainly tens of thousands of dollars at least in donations every single year are going missing. The question is how and where. And there's even evidence in the video that they were doing this alleged scam, Gerard and his family, before the Open Hand Foundation even existed. So if you're putting 2 and 2 together here, unless there's some magical thing that exonerates Gerard and his charity, it was like, hey, we're pocketing this money and it looks sketchy. How can we pocket it and look ethical? Hey, let's start up a foundation, a charity, and people maybe won't think twice about giving us money. And, I mean, you could piss on me and tell me it's raining, but I'm going to come back to you and say it's piss. Carl goes on here. The Golf Cup was taking in donations without contributing any of the money it raised long before Indieland even started. When Indieland came along, it did the exact same thing. This doesn't happen by accident. And he's right. Towards the end of the video, he says this. We watched it last night on my streams, which you should check out RTU streams. Link below in the description. I stream almost on a daily basis, and we go over everything, and I have birds in front of me. You should also check out my music channel. Yes, these are shameless plugs. I don't upload there often, but I'm working on stuff because I'm like quality over quantity. And I do produce music. I think I'm pretty good too. Links to both in the description and the top pinned comment, but let's continue. Carl says, I think at this point I've uncovered enough to confidently say that something very criminal is happening with the Open Hand Foundation, allegedly. I just have to say that. Now, the interesting thing is that Gerard and his team have been radio silent on this. And at first, there was the chance that you could have said that, oh, Gerard is just being negligent, like he's not paying attention to the funds, he's not doing anything wrong, he's just not really keeping an eye on it, and this is why the money is just sitting there. Now that they're not filing the money that they're making from these golf tournaments and it's magically disappearing, we're at a whole new level now, okay? Innocent until proven guilty, but come on. The evidence here seems really damning. I will say we'll have to wait and see, but what's happening here, Gerard? What's happening? And you know what? I said this on a stream last night, and this is the thing that pisses me off, okay? To get access in any industry. I was watching a political channel. They were talking about it, and they were so on point, too. And I'm not going to name it because then people will get partisan and their brains will shut off. Where you ever notice on television, and on YouTube, too, it's the same thing now because YouTube is just as corporate, is what channels always seem to be the cream of the crop that rise to the top. There's two kinds. One that do sensationalist crap. That's the only way to get eyes on you now. It's like, hey, I'm going to jump out of an airplane completely naked and just have a parachute on. And then I'm going to cut a hole in the parachute. Hopefully I survive. Or you have the people that are, they are obedient. When they interview somebody, they don't ask tough questions, and they have the appearance of being as friendly and vanilla and boring as possible. I'm not saying Gerard is boring, but they want as many brand safe people as possible. And to me, it's like, you know what? I'm a piece of crap. I just am who I am. And the thing is, I'm not embezzling from a charity. I'm not doing anything. There's all these people that throughout the years that everyone thought they were just great people and they have the right facade. But behind the scenes, a lot of them are awful. But people will work with the awful people because they give the veneer of being a great friendly person that's advertiser friendly. You want to work with me, you want to interview me, you want to be my sponsor because I'm not going to offend anybody. By the way, did I mention behind the scenes that I'm embezzling money for my charity? You see what I'm saying? It's funny how it works, man. People are more concerned about the image than the actual character of a person. So long as you look and act the right way on camera, you will be rewarded even if you're a piece of shit behind the scenes. But if you act how you truly are, well, advertisers run. You have to be a robot. This is Rich of ReviewTechUSA signing out. Have a good one. This industry, the entertainment industry, is a joke, man. Seriously.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.